High school hoops talk with your boy E Tally with. I'm pointing to the camera now.
I'm not getting on.
No, I'm pointing to the camera now.
Well, okay, tell me how we're doing this. Like
Here,
you're
roll it in, roll it in. Who are you?
not me. I,
Yes,
I'm
come on, man.
I'm not doing the show today, E Tally.
Hey, listen, man.
I'm not gonna
Listen,
do.
I know we didn't have the
I'm not
we
doing
didn't
it
have
today.
the greatest
Can't do it today. Sorry.
state
I'm too heartbroken right now.
semifinal UIL road to the nationals still or road to the UIL championship, excuse me.
Are you really gonna make me do this show right now, E Tally? Are you really
Man, we
gonna?
have to, man. Unfortunately, this is our last one, man, and with it being our last one, we didn't get the results we wanted.
All
But you
right.
know what?
Just because it's you, I'm gonna do this show. I'm
Kids
gonna.
played well, and kids gave their all, and all great things come to an end.
Yeah.
And
All
hey,
right.
man,
All right then. Well, since that's E Tally, he already introduced himself. I guess I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Richard DeLeon. Uh, humble pie. That's my new nickname. I was
yeah, we got humbled. We got humbled. You were listen. I'm gonna go ahead and call you out. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull you right now, like you do me. Hey, man, you was hey, man. All I'm asking you was what's the best Region 4 classification 6A? What's the best? What's the best district?
I mean in San
I
Antonio,
saw your
hey,
Facebook post, by the way. That's why I'm asking this question. What's the best? What's the best district?
the best district in San Antonio is District 28, 6A.
6A
6A,
classification 6A.
this District 28. I mean, who else can say that they put two teams into the
Oh, did you just do that?
I did. I did. I said it. I said it. And this is no slight to anybody.
Did you just say that District 28 put two teams to the
To the,
UIL semifinals?
yeah, that's two teams. Yeah. Brandon
You
and
really
Hart.
doing that?
I'm really doing that. Yeah.
Okay. I listen. I can't be mad because 27, 27. There was nowhere to be found, and neither was 29. So hey, they
And
both had chances. Both districts had their chance to knock off 28.
they did.
It didn't happen. Hey, I'm not. I can't be mad about that.
So listen. Am I upset? I'm mad right now because on this weekend when we talked, we were so excited. We were
We
so
were.
we had Brandon,
No,
Harlan.
no, go in order. Go in order. Are you going to go in order by? Okay, go. I'm sorry. Go. I'm sorry. I'm
We
sorry.
had Brandon, we had Harlan, we had Alamo Heights, and we had Cole. And we felt good about each and every one of those teams.
Here's why I'm gonna tell you why I felt good. I can say why I felt good. Brennan being the top team that they were all season, they showed that they were ready for the moment. Harlan, because Harlan played Jordan early in the season, split. Harlan won one, Jordan won one. Alamo Heights, the way they dismantled the team they played prior to getting there, had a very, very great showing. It was wow. Like, hey man, they really took care the team they played, and they took them apart. Like those guys was playing. They got up on them. And the team they played was out of Austin. Oh man, they did a great job to beating those guys. And then of course Cole. Cole just got in there again. I remember I didn't even pick Cole for to win the district. Cole proved me wrong every step of the way. I'm always the believer. Look what shirt I got on. I'm always the believer.
Yeah, and I just need to clarify something to all those programs and every player that plays in those programs and every parent that's a part of those programs, every coach, every administrator, every student from any one of those schools that I just mentioned. Um, we're not mocking. This is actual pain because we San Antonio here. We bleed San Antonio, and I got to tell you, I really felt good. I said, man, the dome is going to have. I wasn't predicting it, but I just felt like real good that the dome could have four San Antonio teams represent
Yes,
this weekend,
yes.
and that's a huge. um, burst of my bubble right there, because I really felt like it. And I'm on the record. I was on the record for a couple things this year. One of them was Brendan. I felt like this was the year that they get over the hump, and
Yeah,
this is the year they've been knocking on the door, and I thought this was the year that they kicked the door down. But
correct,
but still,
correct. I'm with you on that.
hey, to every one of those four teams, Brendan, Harlan, Alamo Heights, and Cole. Congratulations on a wonderful season. It was a great ride. We wish that you could have played one more game. We wish that you could have won a couple more games. We wish that you could have won, was it Tuesday night and this weekend, but it was still a great season for every one of you in every one of those four programs, and proud of each and every one of you. And y'all have nothing to be ashamed about.
Well, I want to give kudos to all. We left out a team. They're not from San Antonio, but again, we left them out because we still was pulling for them, and that was the Corpus Christi Vets.
Yes, yes, yep,
They lost to Westbrook out of
yeah,
Houston.
yeah.
Um, Again, and the team that Alamo Heights beat, that I was at that game watching them play, was Liberty Hill, by the way.
Yeah,
Liberty Hill's good. They're solid.
right.
Uh, I can't say I'm sad because we lost. And the reason why I can't, because I think overall we had a great season
Hmm.
for San Antonio sports here in basketball for sure. Um, and the reason I say that is because watching the teams play all season, we have a great representation. Unfortunately, when you get to four regions, only two can wind up at the Alamo Dome. I
Right.
was really hoping, and I really wanted to see the representation of San Antonio. Um, and unfortunately, we didn't get there. But we still sent four great representations. If you
Hmm.
include what's it called, Corpus, that's five. We still sent five great representations of our region
Hmm.
that we covered all season. We sent five. We sent five good ones.
Yeah.
Um, and so unfortunately, those guys they lost, but they had a great season though. They proved, they proved they were the best teams,
Hmm.
night in and night out. They were the ones that rose to the occasion, and I just want to give those guys and their programs all the kudos, and I want to give the rest of San Antonio high school basketball kudos also because you guys done a phenomenal job.
Hmm.
We didn't get where we were supposed to go, but we're still on the map. We're still on the map. We're still on the map. We're people are noticing us.
Yeah. Fantastic job though for, a lot of different programs this year, you know, that just went above and beyond, uh, and provided us with, with the entertainment and
Yes.
that sports is truly supposed to give. I often say, so just hear me out with this. I often say the Dallas Cowboys never let me down. Never. Because if they're supposed to play at noon, they're on at noon. They're supposed to play at 3:30, they're on at 3:30. 7 o'clock. So they never let me down. They're supposed to play, they play. Win or lose, they show up and they play. They never let you down because that's my release usually for my work week is watching the Cowboys play. So I'm going to say the same thing about San Antonio basketball this season. They didn't let me down. They always showed up. They always gave their all, um, no matter what. No matter what the schedule dictated or whatever. Every team in San Antonio came out and gave it their all every single um, night that they were out there. And like I said, some teams had better seasons than others. But one thing you cannot question about any team in San Antonio is the amount of fight, the amount of heart that all these programs in the area here have. So kudos to them. They didn't let us down one bit. And I'm not even talking about Brennan, Harlan, and Cole and Alamo. I'm talking about every team in San Antonio and the area. They did not let us down this year.
It
Kudos,
didn't. It didn't.
all of them.
And I second that with you. I second that, man, because hey man, they did again, I thought we did a great job. I thought we did a great job. And I would not rewind this and try to redo it again. And hey, man, the results are the results. Yeah, we would love to see us. I love to see Brennan cutting the nets down, but I don't look at that as them having a bad year or anything like that. I think they had a phenomenal year because again, they're one of 25 schools that was represented all season that made it to the rankings and played through it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they got as high as I think what was it? Shoot. Oh man, I can't remember now how far they got. But again, nationally ranked Brennan, to hear that from San Antonio, hey man, that's a true hey man, that's great stuff. Yeah, okay, I get it. The end goal was to cut the nets down. I get all that. But sometimes it just doesn't happen.
No,
And
it
when it
does.
doesn't happen, doesn't mean again, these are lessons learned, everybody. These lessons learned. And again, I know I'm trying to give a talk for second place and all that good stuff. No, I'm not. I think overall we had a good season. We had a great season. Kids played well. There was talks about our city, and that's what I wanted to see. So I'm happy. I'm
And no,
happy. I don't like the results, but I'm still happy of some of the outcomes.
yeah, and nobody should be disappointed with the city of San Antonio when it
Right.
comes to ball. Just
Correct. And I will say this.
matter of fact,
Uh,
matter of fact,
go
I have more fun watching these 16, 17 year olds give it all they got on the court rather than what goes on at the Frost Bank Center with grown men. Just gonna say that right now.
Zach, they listen. Hey, I second that again. I second that. I love what I'm seeing right now out of our kids here and the fights that we're having. I love it. I love it. As far as on the court, of course. I love it, man. It was good to see those guys going at it and giving their all. And again, look at the storyline for Bernie going to 5A, moving from 4A to 5A. John Jay moving from 6A to 5A. Just look at all the storylines that came from that. Look at the shine and the Alamo Heights moving from the San Antonio district as far as play to moving it over to that Wild Wild West we called it um with Vets, Piper, Smithson Valley, Wagner, Bernie Champions, New Braunfels moving from 6A to 5A. So again, and the crazy part is that district stays the same. Those same 9 teams will be back next year.
Right.
So again, it has an opportunity for us to continue to see great basketball for years to come.
Let
And
me
the
just
good part is we get to cover it. Because we
let me
did
just
it. Hey,
let me
by
just
the
say
way, you did a
I
great job this year.
I echo everything you're saying. Everything. You just spoke a lot of truth there. A lot of
Thank
truth.
you. Thank you. So we're not done 100% of basketball as far as high school wise because there are kids that are playing in the all-star games. There are a lot of seniors. I don't know. I have to get with Tim Littlefield, Gasso Tim, to see if he's going to do the Jordan Clarkson again event, to where as though he had the top 25s and the top 26s playing in that event. And that'll be the seniors playing, of course, each other. And then he had an underclassmen event. So let's see if they're going to do that. And that was really good last year because in that one, you had Austin versus San Antonio for both the underclassmen and then the seniors. So hopefully he has that. You got the coaches association doing the San Antonio coaches. I think it's the Coast Athletic Coaches Association. They're doing one here coming up this month. And then you have SA Sports in their second year doing their All-Star game. Um, and they have a few kids from that actually played in one of their after school programs in the iPlay programs that we're trying to get on the show here and talk to those guys and just see what it is now to grow up in the SA sports program to now be a senior and playing possibly some of their last basketball for high school.
Mm-hmm.
So again, shout out to those guys and with everything that they're doing. But I wanted to bring light to that San Antonio SA Sports deal. That's gonna be big, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to make that an event in the city that's huge that they hope everybody come out. And remember, they're a nonprofit organization.
Mhm.
So everything they do, all the proceeds, it supports them, but it supports them to bring great events like that to the city. Towards though, again, we need more people to support that and support the kids of their possible last game.
Right. No, definitely, definitely. That's exciting. Um, got a lot of things down the pipe. You and I have been in contact quite a bit lately, so we got some big things in store. Um, you're gonna just have to keep tuning in to when we make these special announcements about what we're gonna be doing going forward here and there. But I will say I'm excited about the next phase, which you just talked about. That next phase, which is transitioning basically from school ball to tournament ball. But then after we're finished with that phase, then we go into tournament ball, and it's a whole new thing. I know we talked about it last time. Um, tag us on X with highlights, stuff like that. We want to see everybody doing some good things at your tournaments, and we talking to parents. You know, I've had some parents say, "When are you going to have this kid, my kid, blah blah blah." It's all coming. Just make sure you answer that phone call when Tally calls you and wants to set up that interview. We want to definitely shed some light on a lot of the talent we have here in San Antonio, especially. That's our mission. That's been our mission from the get go. We don't make it about us. Tally doesn't care about Tally. Richard DeLeon doesn't care about Richard DeLeon. We care about the kids, and we're going to shine the light on the kids. They are what we're here for. And as the kids, be ready because we're going to be interviewing you guys. And don't get nervous. Have fun with it. We love interviewing you guys.
Talking about interviewing kids, I think that's the part of where they call it media training, of course, where I think colleges. I've been told this again. This is hearsay. I've been told this, but colleges like to see when kids can articulate and carrying a conversation of of an event of how they played or performed.
Right.
Because
Right.
that's hard to do
Yeah.
if you think about that. Like if you really think about that, when someone's critiquing you on how you played and or telling you good, bad, or indifferent, that's hard to accept that and sit there with a smile on your face and be like, "Hey, you just did this. How was it?" Blah blah blah. And you're thinking in your head like, "How do I answer?" So
Right.
again, that's the whole kind of the purpose of the what we're trying to do, just to show, hey, certain players do a really good job in front of the camera, and those who don't do a great job, hey, this is your snapshot of saying, hey, what do I need to do to get better?
Right.
I know it's a very nervous moment. Shoot, I'm nervous too. Believe it or not, I'm very nervous every time I get behind the camera. So and it's not to put anybody on the spot or anything, but it's just to kind of give those athletes just a better opportunity to show what else do they add to their resume of saying, hey, this is, look how well I can articulate certain things. So that's the
Definitely.
whole purpose behind it. So please don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Let
Definitely.
me
And
be the only one nervous on the camera because I'm
yeah.
interviewing you.
And then you know what? Drop a comment. Drop a comment in the video here, would you would it make it easier for you to do it on Zoom like what we do, or would you want to do it on location in a studio? What makes you feel more comfortable? You know,
Exactly.
I think you need to be
Exactly.
able to do both. If some of y'all that have aspirations to play in college, and you never know, you might hit a game-winning shot in one of these games, and you're going to have the news with that microphone right in your mouth. You got to be able to do it in person too. So I'm looking forward.
Thanks.
I'm looking forward to that phase now because I don't think it's a secret that we're not trying to keep this a secret, but as this tournament ball kind of rolls along, we're going to be more player focused, trying to do more interviews and
Correct.
want to learn more about the players in San Antonio. We got a whole new batch of seniors next year, 2026s. We're gonna
Correct.
we're gonna really be focusing on that group because
Correct.
I mean they're coming down the pipe. You know what I mean? And
Correct.
uh,
And we had quite a few on the show this year.
yeah,
I think we honestly were 26 heavy. We had
probably.
quite a few 26s on the show.
Yeah.
Um, again,
But
and
we're coming back to them. We want to see how this year treated them.
yeah, yeah, and that was the whole purpose of it, honestly, Rich, trying to kind of get those guys who having good years. They don't have to be the stars, but having good years, turning it over, getting ready for summer ball now, and then get now that transition from school ball, excuse me, to summer ball now, transition back to school ball. Because for
Right.
me, if for a program or from the program standpoint, my biggest thing of the upcoming summer ball is the 4 live periods. And you
Right.
say, well, it's only three on the books. No, it's four. And the reason why I count four because TABC is such a huge event now. If I'm correct, and I was told it's the largest live period event outside out. It's the largest event held where the most kids are brought one at one time. The state of Texas, we have one of the largest live period events in the
Mhm.
United States because we have so many kids here in Texas, and college coaches don't have to go far. They just got to get that schedule, and they know they want to know what kids they're talking to already, and
Right.
and that's the great part about it. So again, man, that's what we look at, and we make sure those four. And this year, I will be at TABC. I will be at the TABC this year. Super Sports Media will be there. I won't be there as Nike Pro Skills. I'll be there as Super Sports Media, following certain games and certain kids. And I'm gonna let everybody pull back the curtain just a little bit. Them Steel Knights, they're high on my priority this year. Them and Judson. I'm telling y'all now. I'm warning everybody. Get your tickets early. Watch. They're the next. They might be the next big thing. I ain't saying they are. I almost slipped up, but they might be the next Steel Knights, Judson Rockets. Watch
Speaking
out.
Speaking of Steel Knights, we got a couple kids we want to talk to from the Steel Knights. We'll get to that later, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot to cover. I mean, I'm looking forward to this next um, this next phase, like we said, because that gives us an idea of who we're talking to this summer. Gives us an idea who we have to talk to in the fall, who we're going to cover. Of course, we cover everybody that we can, but hey, the best way to make sure you get covered is to go out there and just show out. And I'm not talking about
Yeah,
individuals too. I mean, I'm talking about show out as a team, right?
correct.
We've talked to college, level coaches and scouts. You need to be able to fit a system to get recruited by them. I mean, not everybody. I'm just going to throw out a name here. Not everybody's a Kingston Flemings. Not everybody's a Kingston Flemings, but that doesn't mean that you can't play college ball. They're
Correct.
they're looking for a guy that can play defense. They're looking for a guy who can defend the post. They may have had trouble scoring in conference last year, and now they're looking for somebody that can open up the offense by just hitting some threes, uh, the 3-and-D type of players. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
so you got to be able to fit a system. So when we're out there covering you, don't worry about did I score 25 points because Italy, we don't just go after the guys that were the high scorers. We look at what they brought to the entire game, and
Correct.
that's important. So defense, defense, defense. I think that's gonna be our mantra this year. Defense. Who can lock up?
Well, they say defense wins games, so that's not remember that saying
No,
because
hold on.
defensively,
No, no, no. Offense does win games, but defense wins championships, baby.
there you go,
There you
there
go.
you go.
Yeah.
Well, offense also brings people puts butts in the seats too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. But think about this when we talk about
No,
defense.
you're right though. You're right.
But think about this when we talk about defense. If my stat keeping is correct here, Brennan, who's one of the more prolific scoring teams that we've seen around here, they had 10 points in the first half of their game against Bel Air.
They
10.
did.
So I wasn't at that game. It was in Houston, and we have our jobs here that you have to tend to and stuff. Um, but that either means one of two things: they were off, or Bel Air can really D up, or maybe
Well,
it's the two. You never know.
the crazy part about it all is they scored 10, but they gave up 28,
Yeah, yeah,
and then it took them halftime to talk to coach and get the coach talk. They came out third quarter. If we start the third quarter and go forward, they win the game.
They do, but with
Isn't that crazy?
with defense though, Bel Air won that game in the first half. Because,
Correct. Again, hey, listen, like I said,
yeah,
they Bel Air scored 28 in the first half
yeah.
to 10. So you're down 18 points. You got to get your 18-point deficit now.
What they outscored by what? By 11.
I'm sorry.
And Brandon outscored them by 11 in the second half, right?
Second half, third quarter's 21, 10 by 10.
By
By
10.
10. Yeah, yeah, by 10. So they wound up losing by 8
Okay.
point game.
Yeah.
So again, you give up 28, only score 8, so you're down 18.
Yeah.
You get
And
you get within 10,
man,
it's a tough,
why are we talking?
tough loss.
Why are we talking about old stuff?
Hey man, I know, right? Let's move forward. Move forward on to the to what we got coming up this year. I know school ball is ending. Like I told you, there's a bunch of all-star games coming up this month to end the actual high school basketball season. Some great things, some more information to come about the upcoming all-star game that SA Sports, the San Antonio Sports Foundation is hosting there on the 23rd of March.
We'll be there, right? Will.
Yes, we'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there. Matter of fact, I think you're going as a reporter. I'm going as the camera guy. So I'll be on baseline with my camera.
Woo-hoo.
Oh man, I'm terrible at listen.
Then
I
are
want to
you
flip it around. You need to go as the camera guy. Let me go as a writer.
are you gonna be using your iPhone? Or are you gonna be taking your?
No, man. See, that's just it, man. Everybody keep making fun of me. I'm starting to let the people making fun of me get the best of me, and I move away from my iPhone and actually get behind my Canon. I don't even know what kind of Canon I have. I'm getting a better lens for it too, but right now it's just,
Is it a
oh man.
is it a mirrorless?
Yes, sir. It is.
Oof.
It is. It
Oof.
is. It is.
Man, I
Oh no,
wish.
listen. Hey,
You know what? When you get back from your cruise, we're gonna dedicate a day, and you're gonna show me the tricks of the trade when it comes to using that Canon mirrorless camera.
oh yeah, too easy. I can show you. I'm not good behind it, but I can show you. I got clips. They have the best clips. I like my iPhone, man. I remember I was calling Chad. He's one of our producers. I was calling him and I was like, "Hey man, why my hand's so shaky? You're supposed to not do all this." And he's like, "Hey man," he said, "You must be nervous or something because it's not supposed to do
Yeah,
that."
hey, but it's got image stabilization and
Again, it's
shaking.
still shaky. I be looking. I'm like, man, what's going on in my head like a little bobblehead? I'm like, man, what's going on? I can't follow this. But yeah, I'm super excited about the upcoming season. I'm super excited about following you guys a little bit. Like I told you, I would do. I'm going to follow Nike Pro Skills guys a little bit. I have a few other programs I'm following to just give them some super sports media love. I know we're one man band, but at the same time, I got a few other people out there that's willing to step up and give us a hand. When we go to Dallas, Houston, out Oklahoma, Indiana. So again, we're not going to fall too far off the map, but we will be on like a little mini pause. And like you said, focusing on player interviews is something I'm going to make sure we do a little bit more of versus trying to do highlights and everything like that. I know you guys love highlights, but I think the whole player interviews, get to know this guy, is a little bit easier to do while we're traveling and hanging out with the guys.
And you know what, man, this group of kids here in San Antonio, they give us a lot of material. So it's not. We're definitely not going to be bored.
Correct, correct, correct. Well, that's all I have, Rich. Unfortunately, we're not reporting live from the Alamo Dome. This is one of we kind of packing up the high school hoops talk portion of it and
You
pausing
know,
that part and going straight talking heads.
but you know what? You know how TNT after
Hmm.
teams get eliminated,
Going
they
fishing.
go fishing. Well, guess what? San Antonio, we went 0-4 on Tuesday.
We're
E
going fishing.
Tally's going on a cruise. They sent him on a cruise.
Exactly. From the heartbreak, they're taking care of me and saying, "Hey, man, go take a cruise for a few days. When you come back, be ready to rock and roll." And that I will honestly be ready to rock and roll. And and we got some new things. We got some new things in the pipeline for us to make sure we kind of do and just stay. Because again, the easiest thing to do is start something. The hardest thing to do is to stay fresh, stay continue to grow. That's the hardest thing to do. So we
Right.
got some things in the pipeline that I'm really excited about. And you're telling the truth when you say that. That I'm really excited about the new opportunities, the new people we're going to meet and bring on the
Oh,
show. And
well, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
all right,
Don't
all
get
right,
pushed.
all right, all right,
Stay,
all right. Don't,
stay tuned.
all right. Stay tuned.
Stay
So
tuned.
with you saying that, I'll go ahead and go to your your final takes there, your thoughts there.
Well, my final thoughts are this, right? Um, in a couple weeks, my life is going to be really hectic for the next for the next 5 months. We'll be at tournaments, got different groups going. Um, we're going to be traveling. We're going to be, in the gym, getting better. Um, but even though it's going to be hectic, if you see me, if you see, I'm sure Italy will echo this. If you see us out at Mission Concepcion or you see us at the Alamo City Sportsplex or wherever these games are being played, or even you see us at the Round Rock Sports Center, if you see us out in the Gassos, no matter where they're at, just pop in, say hello, you know, let us know how you're doing, and we'll definitely keep an eye on you. That's really the only final thought that I have. That's my final thought of this school ball season. It actually it pertains to what these kids are going to be going through in the next few months. We're excited to see you guys, and remember, San Antonio coaches, San Antonio players. When you're out of town, if you're in Dallas, Houston, Austin, wherever you're at, and you're not playing, you just finished a game, and you have a chance, and there's a San Antonio team playing on court six. Um, just pop in over there and support your San Antonio teams. We do that a lot. We've done that with each other. Italy, I've done that with a lot of other coaches. We definitely support one another. So continue that trend, because at the end of the day, at Alamo Gym last Friday when Brendan was playing steel, I saw a lot of kids from different schools that were there to watch and support the two teams that were playing. And that's what it's going to take in this city. So, with that being said, if you see us in the gym, come up, say what's up. We're going to make sure to spotlight you at some point.
Thank you, Rich. I'm gonna keep mine very simple and sweet, and it is a brief break, a brief pause. And I want to just, like, as always, man, I want to try to stay as humble as I can because I'm not going to fib to you. Doing some of the things we do and getting some of the gratitude given to us, it does grow the head to make you think hey, I'm the guy. But I want to just make sure I stay very focused and centered on what we doing and why we do it, and it's for the city. So I want to thank all of the supporters, all of the high school coaches, all of the players, the admin teams, from the ones doing the statisticians, the ones doing the clocks, very professional, very easy going. You guys made my job so easy and fun to make me want to keep doing this. This is not a job for me, so please don't think, you know, it's a job. It's not. It's actually something I just love to do. So with that being said, thank you. Next phase of life for Super Sports Media. I'm thank you, Rich, for being there and wanting to help grow this to the next level and hearing some of the ideas that we talked about earlier. I'm super excited. Thank you. Certain coaches, I'm gonna give a shout out to Southwest both Coach Stewart, Coach Franco, Coach Sanchez, all of District 27, from Coach Cantu, excuse me, 29, I apologize, 29, Coach Cantu, Coach Bell, Coach Hub, um, Coach Raybon, those four coaches for allowing me to be part of your school and let me come in there. Uh, the coaches that we interviewed this year, Coach Cole Gill, which again he doesn't like do interviews during the midseason, so thank you again, Coach. Um, Coach, shoot, I'm drawing blanks now. The coach, the hardest coach I had to get a chance to interview was the coach from Wagner, Coach Clark. And prayers to you and your family this during this time right here also. Um, Coach and Bernie, Coach McComb, thank you again. This was the first time you let me up there, and again, thank you again. Davenport's Coach McNeil, um, Coach Isaac, Coach Allen. Who else? I want to make sure I get everybody. Coach Jordan over in Houston, in Hitchcock. Coach Vela, thank you. Coach Rudy Bernal. And I know I'm missing somebody, and I apologize for missing you.
Coach Coach Jackledge, Coach
Coach Jackledge, the coach of O'Connor,
Coach Jawasco.
Chwasco, thank you. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. I'm looking forward to interview you all again in next year. And also, there's some few coaches, new coaches I would love to interview. And I talked to those guys. John Jay's coach, Coach Brooks. And again, I just appreciate it and you guys giving us the platform and the opportunity to talk to you and your players. Thank you again, players. Hey man, it was a great ride. We're doing it again. We're signing up for season 3. So be ready, be ready. And if you, like Richard said, if you see Super Sports Media in the building, don't have a problem to let me know that we got something special here, and you want to be part. Let us know. Let us know. Tag us in all your videos if you want some love and you want some. Hey, look at me. I have no problems with sending that on to who we know and just tagging it on our page and making sure it's there. You can find us also on X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook. I know for all the old heads, Facebook, and
My
also IG. IG,
my
we're on IG. I do a
my
terrible job on IG, but we're there.
MySpace.
Exactly, my space. But thank you again, and I look forward to season 3. And in the famous words of saying that we're gonna be bigger and better, we are gonna be that. We're gonna be bigger and better and give more opportunities. That's all I have, Rich. Thank you.
And don't forget to thank the referees
Definitely thank the referees.
because
Thank
they
you.
because these guys they do a heck of a job under a lot of pressure from players, coaches, fans in the stands, parents. I mean, they get a lot of an earful from everybody. So thank you guys for what you all do for our kids. Um, Thanks to eTally for the platform and allowing us to talk sports, talk basketball, and to showcase the kids. So
Real quick, don't forget, thanks Michael Daniels for having a great season with us.
yeah,
Thank you
Mike.
again for giving us your time and all the support, my guy.
Yeah,
And we best wishes to you and what you got planned for next year. Thank you again.
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to make sure I did not forget about you.
Yes, yes, Mike Daniel. Um, Looking forward to trying to get back in the gym with him too. You know, we had a good scrimmage time last year. Hopefully, we do that again this year. Try to do that with you guys as well. So,
Oh
hey,
yeah,
it's gonna be a good spring and summer 2025. I can tell you that right now.
definitely will be.
Yeah.
Well, go
Hey,
ahead and sign us off, Rich.
hey, man, for the last time in school ball season, thank you to everybody. Thank you for supporting the show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it out. Um, just we're going to keep that content coming, and you guys keep on watching, and hopefully along the way, um, we'll entertain you as well as inform you. But in the meantime, y'all be kind to each other. It doesn't cost a dime.
Signing off.